Some people learn quicker than some.
Yep.
Some people can't learn that fast. So they take you more time. So, you know.
The best part for me is the seeing that somebody is there for me. That's my best goal for me. That somebody taking the time out for me, and see my talent that I have, and help me push it out.
My favorite thing that I love to do in class is taking my time to read and understand what I'm reading. It's very important to me. And especially me that I'm not from here, I'm from Africa. So that is very good for me. Yeah, to read.
Say the same things.
This is not going to come overnight. That's like I said to my teacher, how long is the class? And she didn't give me no answer. It was like, long as you want, long as it takes for you to learn how to read. That's how long this class is. And that's good. That's good because it's no one rushing you. This is the best part of the tape.
Well, I think it's
is
important
talking about the teacher. Because while the teacher sitting there being patient and taking their time with that person, how are you going to learn? Because that was the problem while we was in school. That was the problem when we was in school. The teacher didn't have time. You didn't catch it, shame on you. Because I don't have plenty of teachers tell me, I got mine. Get yours. I'm going to get my paycheck. And that was the problem.
The third component of the model is the structure of the lessons or of the class. I try to meet my groups twice a week for an hour and a half. We start out with a warm-up of a review or practice of the letter-sound combinations we've been working on. You can do that with flashcards, or ABCDarian includes exercises like that within the lessons. Then you get to the main part of the class, which is the phonics or decoding lesson that you're working on for the day. This is the core of your class, the most important thing you're working on. So I do that for as long as I think it's being productive. And then we go on to the more enjoyable, possibly more enjoyable parts of the class. Then we move to the practice reading part of the class. I'm realizing as time goes by that this is so important. The more the students read in class and out of class, the more they make up for all the time they missed not being able to read when they were in school. And this practice seems to be really essential for them getting under their belts what they're learning and learning to use the decoding skills they're developing. What we've been using for practice reading is a great series called Talk of the Block, put out by New Readers Press. It's contextualized reading practice with stories about their daily life on 4 topics: family, shopping, home, and health. There are 4 books that follow mainly short vowel patterns. The words mostly have short vowels. And then there are 4 books at a harder level that have the long vowel patterns. As you'll see with their comments, my students really like this series. They're able to begin reading Talk of the Block within a few weeks of starting beginning reading classes because there's a lot of repetition and the words mainly have short vowels, which is what they're working on in their decoding lessons. For them, I think this is the first time they can do something like the classwork they could never do in school.
I like coming here, reading Who's on the Block. I'll be looking forward to that. That's my thing. And, I read these, I work in the book. After the book, I go home, I do a little more work at the house.
I like both of them. Top of the Block and stories and stuff. And I love the Top of the Block.
That helps. But I have to get more rest. And I want to get more exercise.
Good.
Kim sits with Gail. Gail has a daughter too. Gail's daughter plays soccer with Liz.
It is Saturday morning. It is May Liz plays soccer every day. It's every Saturday. She plays soccer at the park.
Ken will watch Liz play soccer today.
Excellent.
They yell for the kids. Kim and Gail are a good pair.
The meeting will be on Monday. The meeting will be at 7 o'clock p.m. The meeting will be at the school.
And Vince are home from school. Liz and
Says.
says, Mom, here is a letter. The letter is from school.
Work in their park. We can walk in
Right.
their park. We can exercise at home. We can have fun and be well. Healthy.
Good. The fourth thing I try to include in every class is games. I use a memory game to practice words that the students are trying to learn that use the letter sound patterns they've been working on. But more importantly, we try to end every class with crazy cards. This is a card game modeled after the old Crazy Eights or Uno. There are 15 decks that provide practice for whichever letter sound combinations are the target of the current lesson. Playing cards ends each class on a positive note and helps a lot to develop good feelings within the group.
Half an hour before we leave, you break out the cards. And then it's like fun, but it's still learning. Because the cards got words and you make us pronounce that word before we use the card. So it's fun always, before we leave, we play little cards, we pronounce the words. It's not like a boring, you come here and you just sit here. No, it ain't like that. It ain't like that. You come here, and if you want to, you will learn.
I love the cards.
I love the cards.
I might get beat, but I love the cards.
Yes, the cards is very good. It make you, you're learning and also having fun.
Yeah.
So that's the more reason why I love the cards, because it's fun for learning.
The fourth component of the model is measuring the progress the students have made. This was a big issue when we first developed the model. There's been no accepted instrument to measure the progress made by beginning readers. And this is a real problem in finding funding. Funders are not going to want to put money into a program if we can't show them that the students are learning. The TABE is too difficult to be sensitive to early learning gains. It does seem like we have a solution now. Adjoa McNeil of the Mayor's Commission on Literacy has put together a pre-literate assessment battery, which is made up of components from the DIBELS and the Dolch word lists. We'll be able to give this when we first meet students to see how many words they know when they start out, and then we'll be able to give it periodically to have a clear idea of how much progress they're making by the number of words they can show they have learned.